Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Starter Systems, and welcome to another Baja Edge of Control HD career mode gameplay video. Today we're going to continue on in the Unlimited Volkswagen discipline, and I'm assuming this video may be rather quick. There are 4 events to get through, and I'm not too sure how long they're going to take me, but they are rally events, so the last time I did a video with the rally events, it went kind of quickly. I'm just going to try to do what I can to get through all of them and win them. And in the last video, I obviously did all the circuit racing stuff, and that one took a long time. So I'm trying to keep the actual time of doing this video down a little bit today, while also still getting a little bit of a gameplay action in there. So we're going to start off with this rally, which I don't remember what the name of it was, but we're obviously just looking at this lovely loading screen. Really hope the game didn't freeze right away. No, it didn't. So again, the rallies in this game, you kind of start mixed in with some other vehicles. So it's pretty likely that I will get passed by some vehicles. But all in good benefit, I suppose, because you're not really supposed to beat these other vehicles. Whoa, this guy's flipping, and he lost a tire there. He's got to be careful. This might be one of those scenarios where you guys actually just get to see me call a helicopter if it goes long enough. I don't even remember what you're supposed to do, though, to call a helicopter, so that's obviously not good news. Oh, this is a quick turn. Not expecting that quick of a turn there. And now I'm going to get super passed by, I think this is a trophy truck on the outside. Yeah, it was a trophy truck. I'm not looking where I'm going. I'm just going off the track. Can't tell if this sick voice crack. Can't tell if this buggy that's in front of me is part of the unlimited class or not, but I am on split times at least ahead of the people I'm supposed to be competing with. Damn, I'm getting knocked off the track by this trophy truck. He's going all out on trying to make the pass. Recklessness. Slowed down a ton for that one. Thanks for the boost, though. Now we're almost back to where the start was, which is, cool, I guess. Trying to go around the outside of this buggy. I've just been stuck behind him this whole time. Oh, we're going out of the road. So we might see a truck or two coming towards us. Don't be alarmed. It's just what they do. That trophy truck is out of here. Surprised those other trucks haven't gotten around that other buggy just yet. Now they have, and I'm sure they'll just blow by me any second. Only doing 88 miles per hour. Whoa, there was a Volkswagen bus or something coming flying across the road just there. Oh boy. Oh. Flipped it in the last video. Somehow able to wrangle that one together. Can't tell whether it's a good thing that I'm following these other guys' lines or not. Really not too sure about that. We got an oil pressure problem, but it's only halfway there, so hopefully it stays put and I can at least finish this stage before we get to needing to call the helicopter in. It's really just a factor of these wide open sections where I'm just pinned out in the buggy. Yeah, here's the end right here. Cool, so dominated that one by a lot. 10-second lead going into stage 2. And I don't know if I think the vehicle should already be fixed. Yeah, there it is. Vehicle, they can work on it in between stages, which obviously in a desert race, there's not really stages per se. That's more limited, to rallies like the Dakar, or is that one in Argentina that's really big. So desert racing is just all out from the beginning to the end, racing the clock. And you can stop and work on the vehicle, but obviously I'm trying to not do that as often as you can. But I am absolutely dominating this class, Unlimited Volkswagen class, in this rally. Not even close is the competition. Sliding it down onto the road. And we're catching up to another vehicle here. Not too sure what happened here, but I'm just going to try to slide on through. Going to go off the track in doing so, but we're good. Yeah, that was like a trophy truck or something. Not too sure what kind of issues he was having. The sky looks like it's getting dark over here. Now that would be an interesting element if they added that to this game, where it would start raining, change the terrain environment a little bit. Don't think that that's the case, but it would be cool if it was. Whoa, big kick. Still full throttle, and it almost bit me. No, we're good. Never let off. But got a horrible drive up this hill because of it. And we're going to get back on the road here, it seems. Or I'm not going to get back on the road. This guy's pushing me off the track. Oh, school bus. Oh, get past, just drifting all the way around the corner. I am out of there. And that banking slowed me down quite a bit. It's alright, we're good to go. Got the oil pressure issue coming up again. This time we've got a shocks issue as well. Should have had Fox shocks on it. It's alright, I think we're almost to the finish again this time around. Whoa, that's a big drop off. That's not going to help the shocks. That's not going to help a rear tire that is now flat. It's okay, I think we're almost to the finish. I think I can make it. Maybe not. I don't know, should I call the helicopter? I don't even know how to call it. I got 2 flat tires. Alright. Called the helicopter, I can see him, but there is the finish line as I mentioned, so we're just gonna grind it home with some flats. And not the best way to finish the race, but still won the stage by 5 seconds. Alright, and leading this event by 15 seconds or so. On to stage 3. And everything is fixed. Alright, let's get back after it. That guy just took out that sign. Don't know what he had against that sign, but that was just kind of mean, to be honest with you. I am just all over the track. Don't go down there. It's weird that these buggies are so easily holding up the trophy trucks, but I guess that's not that just like desert racing, where all too often you see lower class buggies, motorcycles even, quads, etc. holding up the upper class Unlimited 1 buggies or the trophy trucks from going faster and moving forward. Although I guess most of the time the bikes don't end up with the trucks. They do that on purpose, where they either start the bikes way behind the trucks and buggies or way ahead of them. So like this past year, for example, in the Baja 1000, and I don't know if this is every year, I should pay attention more to it, but I don't. The pro class bikes and quads were the first riders to leave Ensenada early in the morning, and they were the first back to Ensenada as well. Not by much though. I think they beat the trophy trucks by, I want to say, a couple hours, when in reality they left maybe 5-6 hours apart. And now we're all bunched up because I flipped it around when I could have been ahead of all these guys. And we are on the road. Got a beefy trophy truck coming up behind me. The helicopter's flying overhead. All these guys are going off the track, so don't mind me. I'm just going to scoot on by. And so it's me and that little green buggy leading all of these trophy trucks. Realistically, just ruining their chances at winning their division at this point. We are hauling some tail. I don't really feel like the Unlimited Volkswagen class is a class where you go 105 in the desert, but I could be wrong. All right. Total race time is just destroying these guys. All right. Finally won that. That was the KMC Split Rock Rally. Got some more credits. Unlocked some more vehicles. That's just for single player stuff. Next up is Progressive White Sands Rally. And it doesn't tell me how many stages it is at the beginning, so it's just race until you're done, I guess. Driving in Baja on the edge of control. Oh, yeah. They should have paid me to sing that jingle. You know, could have been in a lot of commercials. Boy, the loading times. You kind of forget how not great loading times were in the old days. And I say that knowing that Sim is a game that is pretty old and you have a lot of problems loading into the game sometimes, but still, most of the modern day games you come across, it's like loading screen and, oh, cool stat. Nope, can't read it because we're already on to the next thing. Oh, we're going under the bridge here apparently. I'm just going to follow those guys. It's kind of a shortcut, I guess. But that's the beauty of desert racing. You can kind of just make your own line as long as you hit the checkpoints. You're good to go. Oh. We're cutting across all kinds of different layers of track here. Around the outside, around the outside. And again with the around the outside. I'm not quite making this pass, so it's a little aggravating. Oh man, almost went off the track. Just gonna go this way. Cheeky line, but you know, it works. And down the inside. Now I've passed everybody in this stage that I'm with. Don't know if that means that I'm ahead of the group. Yes, it does. I am 9.7 seconds ahead on split time so far. Pretty easy day of rally racing, I must say. I'm assuming it'll get harder when the trophy truck rallies come around and stuff like that. And I hope it also gets like more expensive or whatever, because I have no money right now to purchase a new vehicle to race the next class. Like just enough money to buy a 4x4 vehicle. I'm not too sure which one I'll get, but I plan on buying it before the end of this video. So hopefully that gets sorted. Whee! This is a big corner here. Wonder how much of that track you guys just cut right there. Because you can kind of do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it didn't look like they really did that. So it worked out for me at least. We are on the edge of the world here. Oh, don't go off the edge of the world. There's just something to love about these environments and how intricate, in-depth they are, how far they go. You just don't get that with some of the newer games, it seems. And that's part of what MXGP TV All Out is going to try to solve, I guess, which is a good and bad thing, because as a motocross fan, I want to see a really like motocross-centric game, not really much to do with bigger environments and all that jazz. But I think like Reflex, it was cool because they had those big free ride maps and it was interesting to go out and ride on them. So hopefully, like, you know, they said in MXGP TV All Out that The maps will span 7 miles, and you'll be able to drive a UTV and stuff like that, which I guess I don't really care about, but hopefully that means that they build several tracks onto that, and there's going to be several nationals, some really cool environments, like I said. You know, we'll obviously have to see, but promise, at least. I'm making an absolute mockery of that hill. Still holding off some of the trophy trucks though, so that's positive. And now we have some tire issues. It's a very windy track. Doesn't help on tires that you don't really get much of a break. Beautiful scenery though, the sun going down, the city, and the giant caravan carnival cruise in the ocean. Maybe it's a Disney cruise, who knows? Maybe it's one of those really expensive, what is it, Swedish cruises that have the go-kart tracks on them now. Alright, I don't know how long this rally's going, but I'm getting closer and closer to the red with those tires. Maybe gonna need to call in the heli. Oh no, that's not a good line down here. Pardon me. Coming back up right here. I feel like we've been on this one hillside for just ages. Hey, here's the finish line. At least for this stage. Alright, won that stage by 10 seconds again. On to the next. Well, everybody slowed down right here. Not too sure what happened, but I'll gladly roll on by ya. Pardon me, excuse me. Yep, thank you very much. We're gonna come down to a hairpin turn. A little gnarly. We're good though. Some chaos going on behind me. These trucks are coming up like a bat out of hell. This is ridiculous. Somebody into the water, or the helicopter, or yeah, helicopter helping out somebody that went into the water. Oh, pardon me, gents. Just fifth gear wicked. Going nowhere. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Alright, I'm gonna have to reset because that was a big crash. I was trying to go to the right of the bridge because I figured you could, but everybody else decided going left was a good idea there. So a lot of shrapnel laying across the ground. Fortunately, not too much damage to the vehicle other than aesthetics. So let's see what time I can make back up from that mishap. That certainly didn't help. And I'd like to know split time sometime soon. I'm sure. There we go. Update. I am third now, a few seconds back of the leaders. So I got some time to make up here. It's alright, make it a little bit more interesting, not just dominate this whole rally. Oh, this uphill just all the way up the hill. And I'm back in the lead. 4-second swing from the last checkpoint to this one. Like, one of the bad things about this is that you don't actually get to see your competition, so you don't like really get to see how good or bad they're doing. Oh, hello. That's a little kind of sad, but it's not the end of the world. You can see the spare tire on the top of the vehicle is loose as well. I'm sure at some point if you hit hard enough you can lose that. It's kind of cool, just like, you know, bits and pieces get ripped off the car just like it would in desert racing. I don't know if you can actually have like the tires that are connected to the vehicle break off in any form, but regardless, it's still cool to have the outside layers of the vehicle get peeled off and feel like there's some damage aspect to it. Oh, not a good line. Fortunate not to blow a tire there. Still looking good on the split times. The helicopter just dropped on down to say what's up. Somebody requested it, I guess. And somebody stopping at that. A couple guys stopping at the helicopter, actually. So for any of you that have never ever paid attention to desert racing or just the Baja 1000 or anything or know much about it, I would strongly recommend looking it up. Go to, there's a website of Desert Forum that I go to stay up to date on all the races, because quite honestly it's not the easiest thing to keep up to date with. There are a lot of things going on when the Baja 500 and 1000 happen, but it's all tracked. You can follow your favorite driver or whatever, and there's a lot of written updates about what's going on. You can listen to radio broadcasts of things happening, all while it's going on in Mexico. And it's just like intriguing, because to me it almost feels a little bit like a blast to the past, where like you get to kind of see what some older forms of motor racing were like, where limited communication and stuff like that. Because nowadays, like, everything is just you know, like Formula One, for example, everything's so high tech, but in the old days, there was no radio communications, everybody was kind of for themselves, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to be able to see a little bit of a blast to the past kind of things like that. Oh, do we have a split lane here? I don't know if we do. I think we do, so I'm gonna go this way. Not too sure if this is a better line or not, but I figured everybody was going to the left, I might as well try going to the right and see what it looks like. Looked pretty cool, have to admit. So far, not sure this video is going to be any shorter. This rally's kind of taking up some time. But I think this would be the last stage of said rally. I had to guess, everybody stopped right here. Vehicles on the road. I just pushed that trophy truck right up out of the way. But I mean, so the Baja races in this game, the whole, you know, line, like this is one continuous track so far that I've been on. It's just that it stops and starts in the same location to like kind of make it a rally type event. But the Baja races, where you race the Baja 1000, 500, San Felipe 250, etc., you just race this whole freaking track until you're done, and then it goes on to the next stage. And it's giant. Like I said, it takes up a lot of time to be able to finish the event. And like that's so cool to me that there's so much depth to that. Like one of the coolest things I thought that was included in Gran Turismo a few years ago was you could legitimately race the 24 hours of Le Mans. Like you had to race for 24 hours to win the event, and that's just like rare. Like you just don't see that level of like commitment from a developer to program AI that lasts that long and can withstand that kind of computer load for a continuous amount of time. So I think it's pretty neat. Like, there's a lot more about this game than you really realize until you start playing it and you see not only all the, you know, career mode parts of it, which I think makes the game pretty enjoyable, but also the you know, the multiplayer aspect where you can play 4-player split screen, and also online where you and your friends can race the Baja races together. But then the environments are ridiculous. And the races themselves also provide a lot of entertainment because of how long and different they are. That's one good thing about desert racing that's unlike racing Formula One or racing circuit, you know, tracks or whatever, is that everything is different. You don't see the same sort of terrain twice. And I mean, that even holds true for this race. Like we're on the road, now we're going back up the hill. That car down there just T-boned a buggy. And that buggy now has no drive up the hill. That helicopter is doing ridiculous loops. Should pay attention to the mini-map more often and I'd be able to pick up on little shortcuts like the one that I just did right there. But it also hurts me sometimes, I guess, because then I start making small mistakes like this. Alright, somebody called the helicopter way up ahead here, probably because they got absolutely cleaned out by a car going by, so now the helicopter's down right here. But I don't need any repairs, so I'm good to go. I mean, I guess I technically could have stopped. I have a big enough lead, I could have got some tires fixed, and now I have an oil issue, but I think it's all good. We'll just run this thing dry. Pretty clear you never have any brake issues in this one, though. You don't need to slow down for much. Oh, and tire issue is now turned into a flat tire. But yeah, the rally's almost over. I can see final corners here. I just need to make it to the line, really. The helicopter will land right there, but that's all right. I don't care. And here's the finish line, and with my flat tire and all, I have made it across the line. I believe that is the victory for the event. Yes, it is. Getting more credits, moving up in the world, unlocking all these buggies, unlocked an invitational. So let's finish off this Unlimited Volkswagen stuff with, we got a hill climb and then one of those invitational challenges to kind of wrap it up, to bring it full circle, if you will. Very interesting game, that's for sure. Alright, hill climbing time. Supposedly these are supposed to be really challenging because it's, you know, all uphill. Gotta negotiate the right lines. Keep your momentum up. Did a hill climb in the first video I did in this game, so you guys have already seen it, but you can see these hills just keep on coming here. Should I go up the left side and go up the rocks? Not too late, it's already been decided. Oh, keep it up. There we go. And then down the left side up here. Oh, somebody just smashed over some banners or something, made a loud noise. All right, and coming back down the hill. This is a cool little hill climb. Oh, there's a bridge over here. All right. Got 2 laps of this thing, and we are almost done with lap number 1. My shock's taking a beating, and there's no place to stop, so sucks for me, but we're just gonna have to ride it home with probably blowing out the shocks coming back down the hill the next time. Oh, now we got an oil and a water problem. Yeah, there's no place to stop though. There's no roadside assistance. I can't call in the helicopter. We got a couple cars broken down halfway up the hill though. They are steaming. Things not looking good for them. So I'm just trying to make it work. You can start hearing the shocks pop a little bit. But I made it over the hill one more time. Just trying to survive, get the shocks down the hill. Yeah, the shocks are gonna blow. That's no question. We are deep into the red. The oil's not doing well either. But I just got one more downhill to make it down. So we're just gonna go full tilt boogie. If the shocks break, they break. Oh man, and I made it. Almost broke the car, but we're good to go. Alright, getting some credits from that, unlocking more vehicles, and join the last part of the Unlimited Volkswagen Challenge. This is the Oakley Open Class Challenge. Then we'll buy a new vehicle, see how far I can upgrade it today, and then move on to the 4x4 class next time, I guess. Alrighty. At least this time my loading screens have an image that we can observe. And it's the Arizona State University Sun Devils trophy truck. Which is kind of cool because they build that truck in the engineering department, I guess. I know that specifically at my university, University of San Diego, they have an engineering team that is also a race team and builds vehicles. So remember these challenges from the last video, if anybody remembers. Basically, my goal is to, I guess in this one, catch somebody in front of me, which isn't looking like it's going to be too difficult, while also simultaneously holding off the guys behind me to be able to win. So let's see how this one goes. So far looking pretty good. Banging into the walls, but we're alright. Whoever's coming from behind is catching me quickly though. I gotta hold him off for 2 laps. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I'm also not really catching the guy in front of me anymore. In fact, he just got like really far ahead of me somehow. No, don't roll it. Come on. Come on! That's some BS. Alright, not looking good so far. Lost ground on that truck. Not making any ground on the car in front of him, it seems. Coming up to the mechanics area here, and I have blown the corner. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to win this one. I would assume so, but I mean, everybody's so spread out. Quite honestly, I don't really like this track either. It's very bumpy, which obviously adds technical challenge, but not too easy to get anything going here. Starting to catch some people though. Caught back up to Mr. Dan Pratt here. I don't know why it says I'm on lap 2. I haven't made a complete lap of anything yet. Too bad I'm 16 seconds behind Caleb Gaddis. Although suddenly I'm catching him a lot. No idea where the finish line is, but kind of making this thing a little bit more interesting, I guess. Just holding it wide open and run the oil to the ground. Somebody is in the barriers, or I guess in the bridge. Why did this suddenly get so much more like easy? I just suddenly started catching this guy. So maybe I should watch the oil levels a little bit more now. Same spot. Almost did it again. Alright, oil no longer in a good spot. Tires also going bad. I am dumping oil out of the back of the engine right now. There's a lot of black smoke coming out of the back of this Unlimited Volkswagen. And now I got a flat. So there it is. That is me not winning this one. I'm going to have to redo it. I'm trying to hold off these vehicles, but they are just... Oh, that guy has got a lot of smoke coming out of his vehicle too. So we all have a problem. He has an oil problem. I have a problem. I don't know if the car in front has a problem, but, you know. Third! Almost had him. I guess it's not that important to actually finish it. Although, I mean, technically I'd like to. But we could move on to the 4x4 class because everything's unlocked. So let's just go ahead and say that, you know, I'll go back and finish it later another time. Let's move on to the 4x4 class. And I'd like to go to the open wheel class, but like, I guess I could buy these vehicles, but it's so expensive. I guess, can I go to the 4x4? I mean, the open wheel class. Let's see. In the career mode. Yeah, I got everything unlocked. Let's go to the open wheel class. I don't want to do the 4x4 class. Forget that. Open wheel. All right, so literally all things equal. It's just a style thing and how much credits I want to spend. I mean, that one probably looks the coolest and it's the cheapest, to be honest. So we'll do that. Pick a paint scheme. I mean, the camo looks cool, but you also can't see the vehicle then. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You got the blue flames. That's like Team America stuff right there. Maybe the green looks like a reptile, I guess. Kind of cool. All right, and purchased. Let's go right into the upgrades. Take a look at the engine upgrades possible. So take care of those two things, and then obviously want to focus on some suspension. Can't upgrade that all the way, so let's move to the next thing, which actually I want tires. What about brakes? I mean, I guess maybe. Golly, these systems are expensive. Can't even buy that. It's all or nothing for me. I'm either getting it or I'm not getting it. So I guess I'm not getting it. Powertrain, can I do anything there? Anything? Anything at all, guys? Can I upgrade all the way with any of these? It's not good. It's not looking good. Go back to engine, I guess. I can just barely get something for the fuel system. ECU upgraded. All right, so we're going to go to town with this bad boy next time in the open wheel division. So I'm kind of excited because I didn't really want to do the 4x4 class. And yeah, that's been another Baja Edge of Control gameplay, career mode style. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.